Idil Osman, and she's an assistant professor at the University of Leicester, assistant professor in media and communications. Thanks so much for coming on the programme. Idil, are you surprised by Burundi's response to COVID-19 and to continue with life as normal, with football matches, with political rallies?
It is surprising, but at the same time, we also need to bear in mind that these responses at national level governments are taking place within a specific context. In the case of Burundi, they are in election season. They're going to the polls on May 20th. And so their responses are obviously going to be underpinned by political motivations. The government is in a momentum. They want to continue the elections. They want to make sure that their incumbent, the appointed person to take over from the current president, continues to take advantage of the momentum that exists right now. And so that is the sort of wider context that these responses are taking place. And obviously, it is problematic in a situation where a widespread pandemic like the coronavirus has taken place for you to still hold political rallies and campaigning to still continue to take place. But I think it's important that we ask ourselves not the sort of obvious criticisms and the finger pointing of why they're doing this, but to look at ways to get their buy-in. This is the time to really look for national level governments and societies to buy into joining the fight against COVID-19. And so I think that's where the effort really should be focusing on, rather than criticizing or finger pointing where things might be going wrong.
Okay, and I'm looking, you look at the map, okay, finger pointing aside, but it's borders with Rwanda, with the DRC in Tanzania. How porous are those borders? How much human traffic goes through?
Very porous. I mean, they're keeping their border open on the eastern side. That is one of their main economic hubs, their lifeline. They depend on it. And so this potentially could be a very deadly and harmful situation on the horizon if they continue to act and operate as normal. And so this is why it's important that organizations and international agencies, particularly that are spearheading this campaign, find ways to get Burundi to buy into the international campaign and fight against COVID-19. Because if they continue to operate in isolation on their own accord, this is likely to be a very explosive and harmful situation that's not just going to affect Burundians, but also the wider African continent.
Indeed, and it is Africa's most densely populated country, Burundi. Very worrying indeed. Great to have your input there. Idil Osman, a pleasure. Thank you.